Good morning. It is a great pleasure to be here, and I thank the SOE and its president, Dr. Jan Tjeerd de Faber, for this invitation. And to begin the ceremony, I would like to invite him, President Jan Tjeerd de Faber, to the stage to begin the ceremony.
Thank you, Elena. Well, welcome everybody. We are here in the beautiful city of Barcelona, and we have wonderful weather. We have a big audience, and we have a very special SOE meeting here. And you have to realize that in this day and age, why would you organize a meeting like this? Because everything goes over the internet and everything is digital. And then I think back when I was in my high school, and I went to a Roman Catholic high school with many priests, and they would be walking during breaks looking like this. And now I walk through my hometown and through Barcelona, and every other person I see doing this. That doesn't mean that everybody is now Roman Catholic, no. We're now in a new day and age. We are in the digital age. Information comes so fast, so quickly, and sometimes you don't know whether it's new or old, news, real news or fake news. And so what I think the purpose of this meeting is that we really have face-to-face contact. That you see we have more than 400 invited speakers who are top-notch in their field, that you can see the real person behind that message and all that email going through cyberspace. I think that's one of the real values of this meeting. And also, because we have wet labs, we even have dry labs. We have four excellent keynote speakers. We have even talking posters. That doesn't mean that the poster is talking, but the poster presenter will have the opportunity to elude what the specifics are, not only digital, but also in person, analog, face-to-face. So furthermore, I would like to thank the Doctors Baracare. We are in the Baracare room. We have two family members of the Baracare here to be active during this Congress and also during the opening ceremony. And we have the president of the ICO here, Hugh Taylor. We have Cindy Bradford, the president of the American Academy here. We have also some entertainment, and that entertainment sailed in from my home country. Please enjoy the opening ceremony, and let's have lots of fun and get lots of new knowledge and new friends during this meeting. Thank you very much.
And now I have the pleasure to introduce my brother, Professor Rafael Barraquer, representative for the Spanish Ophthalmological Society.
Thank you, Elena. It is for me a great honor to invite you and welcome you to this meeting on behalf of the Spanish Society of Ophthalmology. I'm sure that you already are aware of the great program that the scientific group has organized for you in this meeting. And as our president has just said, it's not just having the access to the latest topics and the bigger discussions, but this personal contact with the actual experts, which adds the greatest value to this ceremonies, which is, we are starting today, but the whole meeting is this kind of personal touch ceremony. But also, we can offer you another thing, which is the city, which is Barcelona. Possibly many of you already have been here before, and you know that Barcelona is a very open and hospitable city. Actually, it was described as such precisely about 400 years ago by the greatest Spanish writer, Miguel de Cervantes. And I'm sure that you will, after a few days at least, agree with him. We have a long tradition in Barcelona, a long tradition not only in ophthalmology, but in many other things. I think it's a center, you know, it's a center of culture, arts, even gastronomy. I'm sure you will be able to enjoy it during these days. We even have ordered for you the perfect weather, just a few painted clouds today, just to hold the temperatures in the mid-20s in this late spring, which can be variable actually, but I think we will have luck this time. So enjoy the meeting, enjoy the city, and please do not try to exhaust the experience. Barcelona has many to offer you, probably more than you can find in only one visit. So save some time for the next occasion, and remember, we expect you all for the real great occasion, exactly 1 year from now, for the Barcelona 2018 World Ophthalmology Congress. You are very warmly invited. Thank you.
And now I'm happy to introduce to you, for your listening pleasure, our entertainment, these two musicians that sail in from the Netherlands, the pianist Evert Jan de Groot and the tenor Jacques de Faber. Please give them a big round of applause.
That's okay. I have a pocket. So, thank you. My name is Jacques de Faber, and yes, I am the son of your president. But I am also an opera singer and a sailor, as you heard. And now, when we are sailing to a different country, there is etiquette, something you have to do. And it's hoisting a special flag. It's the courtesy flag that you show your respect to the country or region that you're visiting. And keeping this in mind for the music that I thought I was going to present here, I was thinking like maybe I should, search something new that I don't know yet. Maybe I should sing a song from this region. But there is a special language, because we're in Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia, and so it's Catalan, and it's a language I don't speak, but it has beautiful music. So I was going through music and Google Translate, of course, and I saw one sentence, Una canzo pals teus ulls, a song for your eyes. And I thought, well, this is it. It's a beautiful song, written by the composer Ribas, Joseph Ribas. It was written in 1922, and it's about a beautiful girl, Rose. Oh, Rose, I'm so in love with you. When she walks by, she is like a song for everybody's eyes. Ruzo.
Amb la llum del teu mirar has omplert la meva vida. Si em volguessis estimar, ma ilusio fora cumplida, I voria can content, che mon rastra si vauria, e a ium de l'agraïment, iant totorat cantaria, una canzo pals teus ulls, que jo mateget faria. Una canto pals teus ulls, parce mig de tants esculls, fossin els la meva guia. Rosó, rosó, ium de la meva vida, rosó, rosó, no desfacis m'al·lusió. Presoner en tots moment de la teva veu tan clara, qui allunyals mals pensament i la bondat sols empara, perquè fresca i és suau i és un dol de poesia, i s'assembla al cel blau qui al cor ens dona alegria. Donc jo que em tens presoner, un dia i un altre dia, i trobo també Roser, la meva Roser, volgues fer-me companyia. Rosó, rosó, llum de la meva vida, rosó, rosó, no desfacis m'al·lusió. Rosó, rosó, llum de la meva vida, rosó, rosó, no desfacis m'al·lusió. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be back.
I now would like to introduce the president of the American Academy of Ophthalmology, Cynthia Bradford, to the stage, please.
What an act to follow. I didn't know it was going to be like that. That was wonderful. It's an honor to be a part of the opening session of the SOE. The American Academy of Ophthalmology has had a very strong relationship with the SOE for a number of decades. In fact, two of the SOE leaders, Stefan Sergaard and Jan de Farber, have served as international trustee at large for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. They are representing the European region. The Academy has also enjoyed a very strong collaboration with the SOE EU LDP program. Under the direction of Stefan Sergaard and Nikos Bekras, future leaders in ophthalmology in Europe have been identified and have been mentored. Many of the challenges that we face in American ophthalmology are global challenges to all. We can learn from each other. These include incorporating new knowledge, surgical techniques and technology in order to provide the best possible care for our patients. That really sounds simple. However, statistically, about every 3 years, the knowledge in ophthalmology doubles. We each also come from countries where the cost of health care and of eye care is a real economic and policy concern. It's a concern for governments, it's a concern for employers, it's important for ophthalmologists as well as patients. How do we provide the best care for patients at the lowest cost and the highest quality? Solutions, while there's going to be regional changes and nuances, will likely be ones that we can implement in countries and regions around the world. As you know, healthcare in the United States is far and away the most expensive in the world, and we must temper our cost. One trend, which is truly global, is the concept of engaging patients in their own care in a way that we have not done in the past. It's not simply sitting the patient down and saying, this is what we're going to do, but it's engaging them and talking with them. And not only talking, but actually engaging them in their own care. And it's not something that we've done in the past. And it will make them partners in their own disease process management. With new technology, patients have the potential to be more sophisticated partners in their care of diabetes, glaucoma, macular degeneration. If you've ever had a patient email you a photo of their eye from their cell phone, you know what I mean. The world is changing. And this trend is only going to accelerate, and it's a healthy one for both physicians and patients, because it ultimately results in better patient compliance, better understanding of their disease, more respect for the ophthalmologist delivering their care, and hopefully better care and better vision for the patients who trust us all with their sight. As we all take advantage of all the meetings and educational offerings, I'd encourage us all to think of how we will individually implement the knowledge that we take home in the context of this rapidly changing patient-physician relationship. Thank you.
We have now the honor to welcome the Secretary for Global Initiative from the American Academy of Ophthalmology, Richard Abbott, to the stage.
Good morning, Dr. DeFaber, Dr. Badakeres, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It's really great to be back in Barcelona. I think this is my 10th SOE meeting, at least. On behalf of the American Academy of Ophthalmology and its Global Alliances Secretariat, I extend my warmest greetings to everyone here at the SOE Congress. We could not be more delighted to be in Barcelona amongst friends and colleagues. Thank you to the SOE president and my good friend, Dr. DeFaber. You and your staff have organized what promises to be another dynamic SOE Congress. You have managed to bring together ophthalmologists from all over Europe and the world. Through the Congress, you have provided an opportunity to exchange personally information, a service so vital to our growth as ophthalmologists and innovators in our profession. Thank you for doing this. As the Academy Secretary for Global Alliances and as past president of the Academy, I am reminded every day how important it is that we continue to have a shared learning experience, whether it is in person or online. I have the honor of working with a team of volunteers and Academy staff devoted to education through international collaboration and outreach. Together, we work with ophthalmic societies worldwide to transcend borders and share educational resources, precisely so that ophthalmologists can provide the highest level of quality patient care possible, wherever they practice in the world. Many of you have access to the Academy's Ophthalmic News and Education Network, the One Network, either as Academy members or through your National Society membership. More than 130,000 doctors visit the One Network every month to search thousands of surgical videos, gather daily news updates, or browse interactive cases, online courses, journals, virtual meetings, and more. In fact, the percentage of visitors from outside the United States to the One Network increases every year. Currently, more than half of all visits come from outside the United States, and European countries are responsible for 2/3 of that growth. This is something we are quite proud of and have worked towards for many years. Our Global One Advisory Board, comprised of ophthalmologists from all regions of the world, reviews and collects regional clinical content that reflects local ophthalmic practice, making the One Network truly relevant to practicing ophthalmologists globally. An exciting new initiative for younger ophthalmologists that we recently launched is the Global Directory of Training Opportunities. This is a comprehensive online listing that now includes more than 750 opportunities around the world. These are fellowships and observerships open to ophthalmologists outside the host country. You can search either by subspecialty or by region and have the contact information so that you can have this fellowship or observership available to you. I encourage you to visit the Global Directory of Training Opportunities online or stop by the Academy's booth, number 33, to learn more. I look forward to welcoming all of you to AAO 2017 in New Orleans this November. Best wishes for a very successful Congress and a memorable educational experience here in Barcelona. Thank you.
And now we welcome back to the stage the SOE President, Jan-Cheer de Faver. He must be very proud, and I would like personally to congratulate him on his sons, Jack and Mr. de Groot's excellent and flawless performance. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present, let me get here. Is it coming? I would like to have my first slide, please. Yes, I have the honor to present the John Karamis Medal, and this is presented to Keith Barton. And this is from the Hellenic Ophthalmological Society to a European ophthalmologist for the greatest achievement in the field of ophthalmic surgery. And the honor this year is for Mr. Keith Barton. Former medalists is this impressive list of Jules François, Dr. Cloty, Dr. Binkhorst, Dr. Scott, Dr. Meyer-Schwickerath, Dr. Naumann, Dr. Theodosadis, Dr. Zivojnovic, Dr. Pouliquin, Dr. Cullen, and the last recipient was Dr. Palyikaris from Greece. And who is Mr. Keith Barton? Well, I have heard around, and because I didn't know him personally very well, but I have my information. First of all, he doesn't like Apple, but he has his own PC preferences. He's an excellent clinician. He's an innovative surgeon. He's an observing researcher, and he does it all together and still has time for charity, even charity by running marathons or cycling across the European continent for the good cause. So I really would like to invite Mr. Keith Barton here up on the stage and give him a very good round of applause, because he really deserves it.
Well, now I would like to introduce the past president of the SOE, Gabriel Van Rijk, to the stage.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, the Henkes Medal is awarded every 4 years to an European ophthalmologist who, in the field of leadership in ophthalmology, has contributed most to the development and fame of European ophthalmology. Professor Henkes worked in the Rotterdam Eye Hospital and brought it to full bloom. He did scientific work in Sweden, Professor Philipson. He studied electro-ophthalmology, and he introduced that in many parts of Europe. He was secretary and treasurer and later on chairman of the European Association of Ophthalmology, and he promoted the development of ophthalmology in Europe, and specifically in Eastern Europe, and also in Africa. He had many management positions internationally, nationally. He received many prizes. He was a member of the Royal Academy of Science and many other organizations. Today, it gives me a great pleasure to represent the Henkes Medal to my good friend Bo Philipson from Stockholm, Sweden. Professor Philipson is born in Sweden. He worked in the Karolinska Institute in St. Eriks, and he is still the chef of the Queen Sofia Eye Hospital in Stockholm. He is a true gentleman. He has been very active nationally and internationally. He proved to be an excellent leader. We have often seen him with his entire department accompanying him at international meetings. In doing so, he stimulated them all to enjoy the international cooperation in ophthalmology. His extensive research has been on cornea, cataract surgery, and especially viscoelastics. He was president of the International Implant Club, a leader and founder of scientific chair of the ESCRS, president of SOE, where he established the model for future congresses. Professor Philipson gave numerous lectures and courses around the world as far as China. He received a great number of colleagues for teaching in Stockholm and elsewhere. His achievements are not easy to beat, and I find it a great honor to present the 217 Henkes Medal for Leadership in Ophthalmology to Professor Bo Philipson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Bo Philipson.
Let's welcome now the President of the International Council of Ophthalmology, Professor Hugh Taylor.
Presidents de Faber, Barraquer and Bradford, and other dignitaries, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure as the President of the International Council of Ophthalmology to welcome you to the European Society of Ophthalmology's 2017 SOE Congress in Barcelona. And I'm proud to be able to bring you the greetings from the more than 205,000 ophthalmologists around the world. The ICO is delighted to share a strong and vibrant relationship with the SOE and recognise how the SOE Congress brings together ophthalmologists not only from all over Europe, but also from around the world. The ICO is a federation of societies of ophthalmology from around the world, and it dates back to the first International Congress of Ophthalmology held in Brussels in 1857. Its mission is to work with ophthalmic societies and others to improve access to the high-quality eye care in order to preserve, restore, and enhance vision for the people of the world. Working with the SOE and the other 3 supranational societies and the 152 member societies of the ICO, we are working to build a world alliance for sight and to harmonise global ophthalmology. The ICO has recently defined a new strategic plan and restated our 3 primary commitments: to enhance education, to empower societies and leaders in ophthalmology, and to provide global leadership in eye health. The ICO will hold a number of educational and other sessions during the SOE Congress. We also run the ICO International Exams, the ICO Fellowships, and the Teaching the Teachers Initiative. And for further information about the ICO and its activities, you can visit us at booth 22. I know you will have an outstanding Congress here this week in Barcelona and will enjoy the world-renowned Catalan hospitality. But as Rafael Barraquer mentioned, the ICO will also hold the World Ophthalmology Congress, and I would like to invite you all to join us again in Barcelona for the WOC 2018 in June 16 to 19 next year. It promises to be an outstanding meeting of ophthalmic leaders from around the world. So I send you my best greetings and best wishes for a great SOE Congress now. And I would like to now introduce the Chief Executive Officer of the International Council of Ophthalmology, Mr. Bill Felch, who is going to introduce the Mark Cho Education Golden Apple Award. Please welcome Bill Felch.
Thank you. The ICO Mark Cho Golden Apple Award is presented every other year in each of the 4 supranational regions of the world to an individual who's recognized for outstanding involvement in regional training and acknowledged to be a leader and innovator in ophthalmic education. The 2017 Golden Apple Award honoree is, can we get the next slide, please? Professor, thank you, Hugh, Wagi Aklamandos, who is the lead clinician for pediatric ophthalmology and strabismus services at King's College in London. Professor Aklamandos is the chair of the European Board of Ophthalmology's subspecialty exams, an initiative that he conceived while he was EBO president. He is vice president of the Union Européenne des Médecins Spécialistes and treasurer of the European Society of Ophthalmology. Professor Aklamandos has given more than 100 presentations, published 45 peer-reviewed papers, contributed to the American Academy's Basic and Clinical Science course and the 3rd edition of Kansky's Clinical Ophthalmology. Please join us in recognizing Professor Acclamandos' outstanding contributions to ophthalmic education.
Thank you very much for those kind words and this very flattering introduction. It's a great honor to be granted this prestigious award. As you have just heard, the SOE Golden Apple Award recognizes our contribution to teaching, training, and innovation. It is such a great pleasure to be able to pass on knowledge and experience. The more we teach, the more we learn. That's what I thought the golden apple was until today. I have been privileged to get involved with the Royal College of Ophthalmologists in many roles, including examiner and college tutor, which provided me with a platform to contribute to training at local, regional, and international level. The European platform has in turn been a springboard to get involved in many aspects of training at the European level, and more recently for my ambition to set up the EBO subspecialty exams. It has been an enormous satisfaction to see this dream materialize. I am most grateful to all those who helped me on the way. I have, of course, encountered considerable resistance from those who are reluctant to accept even small innovation. The world around us is changing. Let's look outside our little field, and you may have heard the CEO of Daimler-Benz declare that he sees their main competitors not in other car manufacturers, but as Tesla, Apple, Amazon, and Google. The usual others being, of course, death, taxation, and change. Uber taxis are encountering resistance from the London black cab drivers because they have to spend a year or two learning for the very difficult knowledge test, a fraction of what the GPS provides. Automated cars are expected to reduce RTA death, currently standing at 1.2 million per year, by tenfold. And this will transform car insurance. We may not need driving license anymore. The USA expect 90% reduction in number of lawyers required as the likes of IBM Watson offer legal advice 90% accurate compared to 70% in the case of lawyers. Engineers are equally affected. Finally, perhaps the program we should most look forward to or fear is Moody's, which can detect from facial expressions if we are telling the truth. Can you imagine the impact this will have on personal relationships, and in particular politicians? Of course, educational tools are changing. The medical field is living this revolution as we speak. My message is we must all embrace change and innovation. We must not drown under this wave. Let's ride it and help shape the future. Thank you very much.
Let's welcome now to the stage Caterina Creusot-Garchet, European Society of Ophthalmology Board Representative from France.
Thank you very much. There is no doubt that this meeting in Barcelona is fantastic. But we are very honored that SOE has decided to organize SOE 2019 in Nice. As Barcelona, we have the sea, the sun, and I am sure that you enjoy next meeting in Nice, spending time not only in the Acropolis, where the meeting takes place, but also in the old city, to make the most of the old city, the old town, good wines from France, and more generally, the so unique French lifestyle. So on behalf of the SFO, and as former president of the SFO, I'm very pleased to welcome you in next SOE in Nice in 2019. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll all be there. But before that, I want to remind you, although Professor Taylor has already said it, that we have another date in Barcelona next June. You all should come here and you won't regret it. And now we'll welcome again, for the third time, Professor Jan-Tjeerd de Faber back to the stage.
Yes, now the official opening act needs to be done. And normally if the Queen opens a new building, they have to cut something, or the President opens in the United States a game, the game should be opened. And I brought this thing here. And you wonder, what is this? Well, this is a playing ball. And this playing ball belongs to Andrew. Andrew visited with his grandfather last weekend our house. And Andrew's grandfather was one of the speakers here. It's Rich Abbott. Because Rich and Cheetah and their family became good friends of us. And how did that happen? It happens through all these meetings. That doesn't happen over the internet. You need to see each other face to face. And so Andrew forgot his ball in our backyard because he was trying to catch the little potfishes, the little frogs in our little pond, and forgot all about his ball. And I thought this is a sign of somebody that I have to give this back, and the opening act will be that I throw the ball back to grandfather. Please, grandfather, stand up. And there you go. And as a last part of this entertainment, I would like, please, Evert-Jan de Groot and Jacques to give us a real smashing, upbeat aria, something Spanish, so we can go into the arena and get some new knowledge.
Thank you. Am I on? No? Yes? Yes, I'm on. Oh.
Thank you very much. See you in Barcelona next June.
So this last aria is a big cliche, but hey, that's opera, and I love it. And if you jump in the water here in the sea and you swim for, I think it's 1,000 kilometers, then you will end up in Sevilla. And there's a famous opera, and it plays in Sevilla. It's about a beautiful girl, Carmen, and there is a toreador, a bullfighter, and he has the toreador song. And if you don't know it, I mean, you have to check your mobile phone, because you can change your mobile phone to the toreador song. That's how everybody knows it, and I hope you can sing along. Ladies and gentlemen, Evert-Jan de Groot.
Votre toast, je peux vous le rendre
Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, oui, les torero peuvent s'entendre. Pour plaisir, ils ont les combats. Le cirque plein ce jour de fête, le cirque plein du haut en bas. Les spectateurs perdant la tête, les spectateurs s'interpellent à grand fracas. Apostrophe, cris et tapage, poussés jusqu'à la fureur, car c'est la fête du courage, c'est la fête des jeunes cœurs. Allons, en garde, allons, allons. Toreador, en garde, toreador, toreador. Songe bien, oui, songe en combattant, que le noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, l'amour t'attend, l'amour t'attend. Toreador, en garde, toreador, toreador. Et songe bien, oui, songe en combattant, que le noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, toreador, l'amour t'attend. Once more, everybody. Toreador, en garde, toreador, toreador. Et songe bien, oui, songe en combattant, que le noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, toreador, l'amour t'attend. Welcome to Barcelona. Enjoy Barcelona. Thank you very much.